not sure what I'm going to title this video, but I just want to let you know I'm not bitching. I'm just going to be pointing out a couple things. Now, I'm going to be home for probably just another 34-hour reset again this weekend. However, if I play my cards right and I do this right, I might get home in a decent hour and get almost 2 full days off if I do an 8-hour split tonight. I got 3 hours and 34 minutes left on my logbook. I'm 5 hours from home. Google says 4 hours and 51 minutes, but that's not accurate. My GPS, my Rand McNally, says my Rand McNally is more accurate. It says I'm 6 hours and 2 minutes from home. So if I look at my split hour clock, it says, because I basically had a 2-hour break while sitting in the dock waiting to load today, or unload. I can't remember which one. I can't look at my logbook exactly while I'm driving. I can just see my total hours. I got 4 hours till I got to take a break. So I'll probably do that, obviously, halfway between here and there. I coulda, woulda, shoulda just taken it back there at the Lowe's. I just stopped there to grab a bite to eat and go to the bathroom. I was probably only there for 10-15 minutes. I could have stayed an extra 15 minutes and took my 2-hour or my 30-minute break. But I didn't think about it till just now, so I was like, well, screw it. Too late now. So, yeah, I'll probably stop again in Kingdom City, and I'll probably take my 2-hour break, my 30-minute break there. Now, I won't make it home tonight. I might make it as far as the Pilot in Collins, Missouri, on the 54. There's another truck stop where I'll take a little break. There's Jeff City. There's a cop. Right about where that cop is, there's another truck stop. And I'll stop and go to the bathroom there before I go on to the Pilot. It's pretty much the last gas station truck stop to stop and take a leak. Because I don't pee in a bottle while going down the road. Yeah. Just in case. I always do that to help out, you know. If he's not there, he's not there, but at least, you know, people are going to be aware that he's there. He, she. But anyways, they/them. And I got a joke for you here in a little bit. So, if I remember, I'll probably forget. Yeah. So, my dispatcher last weekend made a big deal about me taking Friday off, tried to sabotage my Friday off. And then try to play like he's innocent, like he didn't try to sabotage me when he really did. And then come Friday, he had Friday off. So he had a 3-day weekend, but he made a big deal about me having a 3-day weekend. And then this weekend, he had a 4-day weekend. I can't even get 3 days. I can't even get my 2 full days without being bitched at, right? And being accused of taking 4 days. It's like a few weekends ago, I got home Saturday night. I had Sunday off. I had to deliver Monday morning. then I had to rush to make my chiropractor's appointment, which, you know, I barely had just enough time to make it there without really rushing. I rushed back home, but then I didn't quite have to rush to the chiropractor. And, but I was worried that I wasn't going to make my appointment. So I was stressing about that because he has like a 2-month waiting period to get in. 1 month if I'm lucky, right? So I was tripping about that, But anyways, so after my chiropractor, I delivered, went to my chiropractor's appointment, and then I got some more business stuff done because it was a Monday. So, and of course I had a widow friend that I was helping out. She can't drive, she ain't got nobody else to help her. So I helped her out, took her shopping Monday after my chiropractor's appointment as well. So I didn't get as much of my business stuff done as I wanted because I was doing a good deed. So Tuesday morning, I was trying to run around and get some more business stuff done. I didn't know he had me dispatched, He dispatched me and didn't even tell me. Until like 3 o'clock, he called me to tell me that I was late for my 2 o'clock appointment. I still made the pickup because those people liked me. And they went ahead and loaded me even though I was late. And didn't care. It was no big deal. But he made a big deal about it when it was his fault. Now, he did accept responsibility for not informing me properly that I was dispatched on that load. So he did accept accountability for that. But my point is, he claimed that was 4 days off: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I worked all day Saturday, worked part of the day Monday, and worked part of the day Tuesday. And he's claiming that as 4 days off. That's when we got into our big fight. And then he tried to sabotage my Friday off. And then he went and took Friday off. I was like, you son of a bitch. And then this week, that was last week, right? Then this week, now he's got a full 4 days off. So, and now I get home for a 34-hour reset again. Unless I do an 8-hour split tonight, then I'll have almost my 2 full days. So I don't know what time I'll get to. Let's find out. Let's see. Go back. Zoom out. Because this GPS won't register that truck stop as being on my route. Because I gotta go 2 miles out of route in order to get there. And it don't like the route that I'm going home. Alright. So, because it's all back roads. It's not considered a truck route, but I know that area, so it's not a big deal. Oops. Alright, so. Wow. I may not make it there tonight. I won't get there till 9:45. Yeah, I may not make it to that pilot in Collins because there probably won't be any parking. After dark, good luck finding parking. So, yeah, I'll probably have to go ahead and stop here where that cop is at that truck stop. What's the name of it? Skip next location. Skip next location. Alright. I'll be there around 8 o'clock. There will probably be parking at 8 o'clock. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If I get up at 4 a.m. and finish my route, let's see here. Home at Tavia. So 8, 9, 10, it's another 2 hours. It seems longer than that, but okay, we'll call it 2 hours. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6. If I do an 8-hour split, I'll get there around 6, maybe 7 o'clock. Right? Because I still have to do my pre-trip and post-trip. And I'm still going to stop in Collins to get fuel. So that'll add another 15, 30 minutes there. So yeah, I won't probably get home till 7 if I do my 8-hour split. And I get up at 4 a.m., which I don't normally do. So if I get up at 6 a.m., which I normally do, that's 7, 8, and I still might be there by 9. So, not too bad, you know. Basically, I go by the Rand McNally. It says I'll be there by 10 tonight, which I usually say I'll be there by 10 o'clock tomorrow. If I'm lucky, I'll be an hour early. So, I'm looking at maybe being there by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But that's me humping it. And of course, I still got to take my 30-minute break, so that adds another 30 minutes to my clock. And then fuel, pre-trip and post-trip, stop and go to the bathroom. I may not get there till 10 o'clock. So, yeah. And then Monday morning, I got to leave early Monday morning because he's already got a reload for me. Reloading at 10 o'clock Monday morning. So I gotta hurry up and get to Arkansas, which ain't that bad. It's only like a 3 or 4 hour drive. So I get up at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do my drop and hook. And then get to the customer. Let me double check, see what time he said I gotta be there Monday. 11 a.m. Alright, so if I get up at 6 and take off, or even if I get up at 5, that'll be even better. It's only 15 miles away from Walmart in Arkansas. That should be good, right? So, yeah. So it's a good thing I decided I'm going to go ahead and go home, because I was thinking about going to Kansas City because I got that family reunion, and I got an ass rider on my tail. I'm doing the speed limit, people. Get off my ass. Okay, anyways. Their name must be Cornholio. I am Cornholio! Alright, sorry, I'm paying attention to these idiots. I got 2 of them, back to back. Going, back to back to Cali, bow, bow, wow. They're both talking on their phone. But I do it too. But at least I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Of course, I got my phone Velcroed to my dash, so I'm not really on my phone per se. Not like these guys are. Not that I don't do it. I'm not saying I'm any better or worse, except for the fact that I am better at doing it, because I've been out here 25 years. I've been multitasking for 25 years. They used to have Qualcomms in the trucks. Some companies still do. And we would communicate with the Qualcomm. We'd have it on the steering wheel. We'd have to be typing out messages, responding to our dispatchers on the Qualcomm while we were driving. Because if we didn't respond, they'd be bitching at us that we didn't respond. And if we pulled over to respond, they'd be bitching at us because we're not driving. That that was back in the day where you had to do like 4, 5, 6,000 miles a week. And, you know, it was a lot harder back then. Of course, we didn't have, it was a little harder. And it was a little easier in different ways. Yeah, we didn't have GPS back then. We didn't have cell phones back then. Well, we kind of did, but they were like bricks. And the cell phone technology was just coming out. But anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to document that. But I had a guy respond on one of my videos. He was like, "You got Ben, or you know Ben?" Or I don't remember what he said exactly, but he said Ben was his dispatcher and he loves Ben. Ben's great. And he is, pretty much. My only complaint, oh, there's a cop right there, hang on. Speed. And then, I'll mark him again, just in case. So, yeah, I don't actually usually do the speed limit. I usually do like, I don't usually do 70. I usually do like 2 to 3 under my governor. Now, this truck, if I put my foot in it, it'll do 71. But I don't like driving with my foot in it. And the car's about to pass, so I'll go ahead and slow back down to 67. I got a FedEx truck in front of me. So yeah, I'm going home. I decided to go home so I can check on my animals because I got a farm. That's why. That's another reason why I got to be home for 2 days. I got stuff I got to do. So I didn't hear back from that company this week. It usually only takes 5 days to get a drug test back. So if I don't hear from them by, okay, I got to put the hammer down now because I got to get off at 3 miles. If I don't hear back from them by Monday, I'll call them Tuesday.
3 miles, take exit 35 on the right, onto US 54 toward Pennsfield.
I'm starting to get a little worried now because I've been taking Claritin D for allergies, and I recently started taking the one where you have to go get it from the pharmacist because it's stronger, and you have to like show your ID, and they only let you get 1 box a month, and it's a pain in the ass because I try to get the 24-hour one, and lately they don't have the 24-hour one, they only have the 12-hour one, and you can't get 2 boxes, you can only get 1. You can't get the equivalent of 24 hours, you can only get 1 box, period. I'm like, well, that sucks. Now I gotta go have my mom get me a box, which is technically illegal, right? And I found out the reason why is because people use, I guess people use it, it has certain ingredients in it that people use to make drugs. I think it's meth. And so now I'm like, oh, I didn't hear back today. I wonder if I tested positive for my Claritin D. So it kind of got me a little worried. But it shouldn't be that strong. I don't know. I have to look into it. Has anybody ever failed a drug test for taking Claritin D? Let me know. But anyways, yeah. So I'm in limbo. Maybe that's what I'll call this video. In limbo video. So anyhow, backing out of it, 67. Exit in 0.8 miles. Then I go on the back roads. So yeah, I'll be home tomorrow, take care of my animals. I'll
In half a
have,
mile, take the first exit on the right, onto US 54.
I'll have a little bit more than a 34-hour reset, but I won't have my full 2 days off, which is fine. I'm not really complaining too much about that.
Truck stop, 5.7 miles. Next opportunity, 33 miles. Truck parking, 5.7 miles. Next opportunity, 81 miles.
As long as I got time to do my shiznit. But, what the heck is that guy hauling? Oh, race cars. Little dune buggy styles race cars. Anyways,
Turn
What's
left
that over
onto
there?
US 54 toward Pittsfield.
oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be a new truck stop. Nope. We need more truck stops.
Go
You know,
straight ahead. Interstate 72.
now I gotta come to a full and
westbound,
complete stop
US
and then go,
36, Westbound, then take the freeway.
or my AI will yell at me. Sorry, lady. I would have yielded, but I didn't want to get yelled at by my AI system. She had to slow down because I had to come to a full and complete stop. And this truck doesn't get up and go like a stick does. These automatics. One thing I'm gonna miss about this company the most is this truck. This truck is amazing. I love this truck. I hate automatics when it comes to tankers, but for dry van, it's been great. Now I test drove those. Oh wait, I got
Speed warning.
speed warning. Yeah, I know. I just hit my cruise. I hit resume. I gotta slow down. There we go. I test drove. It wasn't really a test drive. It was, what do they call it? A driving test. I did a driving test with US Express many moons ago when the automatics first came out, where they had a stick shift down by the seat. And
Left curve ahead.
that thing was crazy. I was like, no, I can't do this. I was like,
Way station, 5.7
I can't work
miles.
here, sorry. And so I left. I probably should have stuck it out. I don't know, but I was like, no, I need a stick. I need a real truck. Thank you. Have a nice day. So I hated that automatic. But this automatic is awesome. Now, when I was with my ex-girlfriend after she got out of truck driving school, and we bounced from KLLM FFE, we went to FedEx, Short Truck Expedite, and they had automatics, and that wasn't too bad either. It wasn't as good as this, but it was a little weird, but not as weird as that US Express truck. But these new ones, I don't know. I think they're pretty cool. Now, they got those, some people hate these, but if they had those sensors on the bumpers that will
3
adjust your
miles,
speed
turn right onto
to the
East
speed of the
Washington
vehicle in
Street.
front of you,
Speed limit reduced ahead.
that would be awesome. You'd never have to do, well, not never. You'd almost never have to do anything. You wouldn't have to worry about slowing down. You wouldn't have to worry about speeding up. You just set the cruise. And then the truck will adjust its speed to traffic. And unless you have to slam on the brakes, you don't have to do anything. Just sit here and hold the steering wheel. You'd be an official steering wheel holder. I always tell everybody that's what I am. A professional steering wheel holder. But
Way station ahead.
yeah, that's pretty much what we are, professional steering wheel holders. But anyways, yeah, drive-in, maybe reefer, unless you're hauling swinging meat. Automatics are actually pretty cool nowadays. Now in a tanker, I would not want one. Swinging meat, I wouldn't want one. I don't even think they do swinging meat anymore. Hauling animals, I wouldn't want one. I thought about doing that next, not like cattle or pigs. I saw this ad. Where you can haul like show horses and stuff like that. I used to be a horse groomer when I was younger before I became a truck driver.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
When I was young and kind of on the streets, I bounced from job to job to job.
2.5 miles.
I did about just about everything. And to be honest, if I can afford to, or if trucking dried up, they got AI trucks and I couldn't drive a truck no more, I'd be like Bob the butler. I just go through the phone book and start applying for jobs. Just go A to Z. You know? And maybe that's what I'll do when I retire. Just be like, open the phone book, start applying for A to Z jobs, and just get experience and enjoy doing different things, you know? Bob the Butler. That's a good movie. It's kind of corny, I guess, maybe, but it's a good movie. I need to watch that again. That's a good movie. It's probably what they would call a feminist movie, where it's not logical. It wouldn't really happen in the real world. But
Speed warning.
But it was interesting. It was a good movie. And it's possible maybe, but you know, I mean, they
After
both
1/2 mile,
In
turn
half a
right.
mile, turn right onto East Washington Street.
kind of had their own
Post office, 0.6 miles.
mental
Next
disorders,
opportunity, 38 miles.
but they were different. He was more stable, where he was more mentally stable, or I would say emotionally stable. I don't know. Where she wasn't, but she was a better business person than him, you know. And they
Turn
kind of
right,
help balance each
East
other
Valley
out.
Street.
But during the movie, she was
Turn
hypergamous,
right, East Jefferson Street. Then,
and then towards
left
the
turn
end,
ahead.
she settled for the nice guy, which
1.7
never
miles.
really, hardly ever happens.
Turn right.
So it's
East Adams
it's a
Street.
misleading
Then,
romantic
turn left,
drama,
North Madison
whatever.
Street.
But it was still an
Station,
interesting, good
1.6
movie,
miles.
so to
First right
speak.
onto East Washington Street.
Turn right, US 54.
What I liked
106, East
most
Washington
about it
Street. Way station,
was that
1.6
Bob
miles.
got all this experience, all this knowledge and wisdom.
Way station,
And
1.7 miles.
He networked, you know. So if you're a business person and you want to schmooze and network,
Way
I would
station,
follow Bob the
1.5
Builder's
miles.
example.
Follow US 54.
Bob the Builder.
Highway
Bob the Butler.
106, East
Bob the
Washington
Butler.
Street for 42 miles.
Bob the
Post
Butler,
office,
not
100
Builder.
feet. Next opportunity, 38 miles.
Bob the Butler. So I would follow his lead in that respect. You know, work everywhere, get to know everyone, and build a good rapport. You know, he got fired pretty much from every job, but people still liked him, and he was very knowledgeable. But that's what I'll do when I retire, probably. Be like Bob the Butler. Maybe that's what I'll title this video. Bob the Butler.
Speed warning.
Because that's how I started out, except I didn't do it the way he did it. What I did, we had this like 10-cent job magazine back in the day. And so I'd go to these gas stations. Certain gas stations had them. And you pay 10 cents for it. And it's like it's just a classifieds deal where people advertise jobs. And it was perfect, right? So I just go through there and look at all the jobs and say, well, okay, I'm interested in that. So I call them, and I call them, and I call them. You know, just I go through and look at the jobs, look at the pay, and I circle them. Boom, 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 boom. I was a job hopper. And my brother, not my biological brother, but my brother from another mother, he was like, he told me one day, I don't remember how he said it exactly, but it was almost like this. He goes, it's amazing, I can get a job. It takes me a while to find a job and get a job, but I can hold the job for a long time. You don't hold a job for very long, but it doesn't take you very long to get another one. Or something like that, you know. And he was right, you know. I'd be fired or I'd quit. I'd have another job next week. I was like, I ain't worried. You know, 2 weeks tops, I have another job. That's the way it is here. I ain't tripping. If this job don't work out, boom, I bounce, I go to another one. But I keep my CSA score clean as a whistle, because that is my bread and butter right there. You got a good CSA score, everyone wants you. So I still kind of bounce around a lot, but not like I used to. You know, I try to stick it out for at least a year, even if it's not working out. It's kind of getting better here. I nipped it in the bud. You know, I nipped the problem in the bud. You know, of course, I got this as my reminder as well. Damn it. Damn it. So I put this as my profile icon. So when I look at my name, it's got my name and my truck number. And in my picture, instead of my face, you know, like Larry has a minion for his icon, or what do they call it? Avatar or something like that.
State warning.
I got this, basically the thing that recruiting sent me, my screenshot of recruiting, talking to recruiting about having my 2 full days off. So that's my reminder about my 2 full days. But anyways, I think I nipped that in the bud.
State warning.
Now, I don't know if Ben is aware of the situation, but I'm gonna let him slide today because I'm not tripping. Because in another week or two, I'm gonna want an extra day off to get my new pickup truck legal. My newer used pickup truck. But yeah, I just got my white truck out of the shop, my 93 Dodge Dakota. And I just bought a 94 Dodge Ram with a rebuilt engine and a rebuilt transmission. Runs like a champ.
Curve ahead.
Only problem is it don't have a horn and the fuel gauge don't work. Well, it needs a horn to pass inspection. So so when I went Saturday to pick up my white truck, my 93 Dodge Dakota, I dropped off my 94 Dodge Ram that I just bought to get the fuel gauge fixed, because I gotta have that. The other guy, the guy I bought it from, was a truck driver too, tanker also. Well, he had tanker experience. I forgot what he said he did last. I have to program his number in my phone and ask him about it, about that last job he had, because he said it was a good paying job. Maybe I can get in there. I don't know. But anyhow, he was just keeping an eye on the mileage. He had a notepad and he just kept track of the mileage. And I'm like, well, that's cool, but yeah, I don't think so. So I took it to the mechanic, said, I need that fixed. You know, the guy had already bought the parts though. He was planning on fixing it, so that was cool. So I already had the part. I didn't have to go buy it. I just had to pay the mechanic to put it in, which is cool. I ain't tripping on that. I ain't got time to work on it. Although, this new property I bought last year has a garage and a pit. So now I can work on my own vehicles. Which I did work on my white truck. My clutch went out. But I thought it was the slave cylinder, and it wasn't the slave cylinder. It was the clutch. But it messed up my master cylinder as well. And so a friend of mine who's kind of a mechanic, I trust his judgment. He thought it was a slave cylinder, so I was like, okay, cool. I was like, is it hard to replace? He goes, no. I was like, all right. So I went and bought one, and he helped me get a discount. So I went and bought one, put it in, and it still didn't work. I was like, what the heck? And so I was looking at it closer, and then I realized, oh, I need a new master cylinder. So I don't know which one was the problem, the slave or the master. Actually, really, neither one was the problem. It was the clutch. Or something like that. I got the receipt in the back. I can tell you what it was, but it was, or the flywheel. It was the flywheel or something inside, and then there was also another thing that came loose, and it scratched it. Everything to hell. The mechanic sanded everything down real good, and he's like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I have to replace the transmission. I was like, oh crap! I just had this thing rebuilt. But he ended up fixing it. And he did such a good job, I was like, wow, you might be my new mechanic. Because my mechanic couldn't fix it. So he referred me to that guy. So, yeah, he might be my new main guy. But, then the other mechanic that I used to have work on my transmissions, that guy was a nightmare. He took 8 months the last time I had my truck there to get my truck fixed. Then he finally got it fixed. He gave me 2 weeks to get it off his lot, or he was gonna start charging me a storage fee. I was like, what? You know, I'm out here on the road, and you know, he doesn't give me very much time. He just got it fixed. It's like, boom, get it out of here. We're gonna start charging you. Actually, they were going to give me only 1 week. And I didn't have the money that week. I had to wait another week. And they're like, well, we'll give you 1 more week. I was like, you had my truck for 8 months. You take 8 months to get my truck fixed, and you give me 2 weeks to have you paid and get it off your lot, or you're going to charge me extra? That's a good way to lose business. I ain't going back there no more. It's kind of like my accountant. My accountant waited till the last minute to get my taxes done again, and then they gave me 4 days to get it turned into the IRS, but I also had to pay them before they would let me turn it into the IRS. And I didn't have the money. I would have had to borrow my mom's credit card and put it on there because I hadn't got paid yet. And so I got pissed off at them, cussed them out. And now I'm going to a new accountant, you know. This world's fucked up. People don't care about nobody no more. You know, companies don't care about their drivers. Other companies don't care about their customers. It's like, it's crazy. So, you know, I'm not the best businessman, but I at least try to take care of my people. So I don't know. But anyways, I don't know where I was going with all that. But, oh yeah. I remember. So once that truck gets out of the shop, gets the fuel gauge fixed and passes and is legal to pass inspection, then I gotta go take it to somebody, drop it off, have them do an inspection. Because where I live, nobody's open on the weekends hardly, and every time I try to get an inspection done in my hometown, it's like, oh, you got to set an appointment. We're backed up. Like, you're backed up to do an inspection, you know? So I'm gonna have to find somebody I can drop it off with who can do the inspection while I'm on the road, and then I can come back and pick it up on the weekend, or drive to Timbuktu to find somebody who's open on the weekend to do the inspection. But anyway, do that, and then I'll have to schedule a day off during the week to go to the DMV to get it, and to go to the stupid city hall and do whatever I gotta do there, because I don't know, I'll have to get a piece of paper from them saying that the taxes were paid last year by the other guy or something. I don't know, but anyways, or at least a piece of paper exempting me from having to pay the taxes. I don't remember how they do it. I haven't bought a new vehicle in a while. So, and the last one I bought, I got titled over in Kansas, so they do things differently over there. You don't even have to have an inspection. Well, you do, but it's just a verification of the VIN number inspection. It's not a real inspection. You know, they just want to look at the papers and make sure everything matches, and then you go get it legal. Which, all of that's illegal or unlawful. You shouldn't have to go do all that crap. I mean, some of their stuff is valid, like, oh well, how do we know it belongs to you and it wasn't stolen and da 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 da. But that's just an excuse to extort money out of us. That's my opinion. But anyhow, coming up on a stop sign when I get to the bottom of this hill. I go this route a lot, so I know this route. This is my route home. Yeah, so I'll have to get an extra day or two off in the future to get my pickup truck legal. So I'm not worried about the not quite 2 full days off this weekend. But yeah, so I'm going home tomorrow, take care of my animals, take care of my farm, take care of my plants, because I got some plants I got to take care of too. Not much. Now that it's coming winter, I got less work I got to do. But it gives me more time to do other things that I don't have time to do in the summer, because I'm busy doing other things in the summer. And then Sunday morning I'm driving up to Kansas City for my family reunion, and then driving back, and then I gotta take off Monday morning, go back to work. So, but yeah, hopefully Monday I hear back from these guys. If not, I'll give them a call Tuesday, give you an update, probably. But yeah, everything's smoothed over for the most part. Hopefully it stays that way. Like I said in the last video, don't put up with no bullshit. You know, the more you tolerate, what did that thing say? Be careful what you tolerate, because you're teaching people how to treat you. I gotta remember that. Oh shit. That's a wide farm equipment. I think that's a cop behind me too. Come to a full and complete stop for the cop and my AI system. It's either a cop or it looks like a cop. It's one of those people who got cars that look like cop cars. Not sure. But I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay, they're turning. Good, get away from me. You make me nervous. It was a cop. I saw the stickers on the side. Those almost invisible, transparent, reflective stickers. Anyways, I got Copdar. I may not have Gaydar, but I got Copdar. No, I think I got Gaydar too. I got this guy. I recently had to get rid of him because, well, he was a problem child anyways, but I also thought he had a crush on me. And I was like, nope, you gotta go. Get it, you know, you're making me nervous. So, but anyways. Yeah, one of these days I gotta build me a
State border ahead.
cold storage too, an above ground, underground cold storage. See, I'm a prepper. Also, I'm working on a drought resistant farm and an off-grid drought resistant farm. Rumor has it the electric companies are going to raise their prices next year. I got one property that's on the grid, the one that's got the garage, because it used to be a gas station. It's in town. I'm cleaning it up and fixing it up. I'm going to turn the gas station building into my aromatherapy lab, and it's also going to have a shower. It already has a bathroom, but it don't have a shower. Right now I got to go to the truck stops to get the shower, and it's 30 minutes away. So I try to get my showers while I'm on the road. And then so I'm fixing the building up. I just had to replace the well. So my next project, one of my next projects is to get the bathroom working, so I have a working toilet, so I don't have to run to town or use the latrine. And because yeah, on my main land I have a latrine that I use. Basically I dig a hole and bury it. And but this other property in town, it's got a well. Well, I had a well, I had a septic, and it was on the grid, so to speak, with electricity. So, like I said, I'm fixing it up. I got the well fixed. I actually had to replace pretty much everything. It cost me $2,500. Got the electric turned on. That cost me another $2,500. So I got at least 10 grand into it now total, and still got some more work I gotta do. But I could probably flip it for 3 times that price right now. But because it's not right on the river, but it's almost right on the river. And it's kind of a tourist town. You ever heard of Kaplinger Mills, Missouri? That's where it is. And this new girl I was gonna be kind of business partners with, she wants to do camping, glamping, and Airbnb. But, and I was talking about putting cabins there and stuff, but I'm not sure that business relationship's gonna work out. So I might just rebuild the house and maybe live there, or rent it out, or who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Curve ahead.
But I'm gonna fix the building up,
Just ahead.
put a laundry facility in there, put a shower in there, have my kitchen and bathroom and aromatherapy lab in there. So I'll have all my amenities there. And if I wanted to sleep there, I could. I got a hammock. I got, you know, there's probably room where I could put a bed in there.
Speed warning.
But it has to be like a fold-out bed. It'd be like a little studio apartment. But I could do that.
Left curve ahead.
And then I got the garage. You know? So... And I could
After
probably
250 feet, turn right, Ralph's Landing Road.
still build some cabins in the back. And if I don't have her manage them, I'll have somebody else manage them.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
You know? Probably the first cabin I put up will have its own bathroom, so that have like a bathroom and a shower. Although she suggested that every cabin have its own bathroom and shower, but that'd be more expensive. But then again, I could probably charge more, so
Speed warning.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about what I'm gonna do there. And then I could stay in one of the cabins and live in it, you know. But I don't know. It's a camping area. There's like 4 campgrounds and a bunch of other people coming to the area to do the same. So it's like, well, why rebuild the house? You know, maybe I'll just build cabins there. What I thought about building
Entering Missouri.
is teepee cabins. If you're going down 44, I forgot the name of the town now. I think I sent it in a group text. What the heck's going on here? Louisiana, Missouri. People collecting money for something. Not sure what. Knights of Columbus. Some Illuminati thing. Anyway. Masons, that's what it is. Masons. They're not Illuminati, they're Masons. Right. Anyhow. The trick is to get you and me to pay for everything. And then they keep a portion of it for themselves. Oh yeah, this is funny. Rare footage of my parents on their way to school, uphill both ways with no shoes on. Anyways, I made part of that. I love memes. That's pretty much all I do on Facebook is just post memes. There's another good one my mom shared. My mom's a truck driver too. Okay. Alright, I didn't share it in the group text. But this is an idea of what I want to do. Basically, build TP cabins. Go away. I'd probably build it out of wood though. Make it like permanent. Kind of like this one. and then I'd fill it in with foamcrete or hempcrete for insulation for the walls. But see, it wouldn't be big enough for a shower and a bathroom, so I'd have to have an external bathroom. I mean, unless I built it big, huge like this, just like an apartment. But I could do that too, you know? Go big or go home. Think big and live large, like Donald Trump would say. That's like a 3-story teepee cabin, house, apartment. I could probably do something like that. I'm gonna screenshot that. So yeah, that's what I might do on my Kaplinger property, is build teepee cabins or teepee apartments, whatever, 2-story teepee cabins, 3-story teepee cabins in the backyard. Now, if I build them that big, I probably only have room for 3 or 4, but that'd be cool. You know, I'd be the only one in the area with those. But that's what I thought about doing. And I got a contractor that could probably do it for me. But he's got like a year waiting list. He's like really busy. But he's also really good. So maybe once I get my so what I want to do on my main property is build like something like this, like an Earth ship. This ain't an Earth ship, but it looks like one. And you know, if I build what I wanted to do, and maybe I could do that at Kaplinger too, is build different styles of off-grid type cabins. And then that way people could come out and kind of get the look and feel of what it would be like to live in an off-grid house. You know, a miniature to scale version. Hang on, speed limit raised to 60. I better speed up, or I'll piss off this person behind me. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. You know, different things. Teepee cabins, or maybe a hippie campground, because we don't have a hippie campground in our area. You know, something low maintenance. This is really cool. That I don't gotta babysit. Freaking go away.
Truck stop 5.7 miles. Next opportunity 39 miles.
You know, I can hire somebody else to manage it for me. Now I got another property that I could do this on. And I might. Build a bunch of cabins in the side of the hill and then cover them up with dirt. That'd be awesome. It'd be Hobbit homes. It'd be my Hobbit retreat. But yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not the best businessman. So I need the right business partner to help me make things happen. And like I said, I got rid of the old guy because he wasn't working out. He was a problem. He was actually creating me more problems. And I brought down and up 2 new people that I thought might work out, but the guy didn't work out. Plus, I thought he had a crush on me. He probably does, or did. And I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. And so, but yeah, he was flip-floppy. He still is. You know, he's got me trying to sell his camper, and he like flip-flops every week or every third or fourth day. And it's like, I just want to get rid of him. I'm like, you know what, just come get your camper and get the fuck out of my existence. You're getting on my nerves. So, anyways, this is cool, but wouldn't make a very good cabin. It'd be a kind of a waste of space. Might put something like that on my land, my main land properties, but anyways. Go away. Go back to the map. So yeah, that's kind of sort of a semi-retirement plan. I got 3 properties and I'm not really doing much with 2 of them anymore. The first property, I don't own all of it yet. I only own like 10%. And there's like 9 other owners. And I gotta finish buying them out. Or I gotta start buying them out before I can do anything with that land. Right now it's just worthless land, sorta. I just use it for wildcrafting, and if I need rocks, I just go over there to collect rocks instead of digging them up on my own land. Because the guy that I invested bought into the land with, he was doing a psychic buried treasure hunt. So he's got all these holes all over the place that he dug looking for gold, which I thought was stupid. Sorta. I did believe in the Jesse James part, you know, like there's a possibility there might be some Jesse James gold there. But they think they've recovered all the gold, or most all the gold that Jesse James stole. So if there is any gold there, there's probably not much. But he ain't never found any. He's been digging there in that area. He was on the property next to that property for a good 10-20 years, and then he's been on this current property for over 10 years looking for gold, and he still ain't never found any. But the guy's getting old. He's probably only got another 10 years left, and all of his investors are pretty much dried up, so he doesn't really do much anymore. So I'm looking at trying to buy everybody out and maybe doing something with that property, but right now I just use it for wildcrafting and collecting rocks, because he's always digging these holes, so there's plenty of rocks laying around. So if I need rocks and I don't want to go dig them up, I just go over there. And if I need clay, you know, extra clay and dirt, clay and rock, I just go over there to get it. And in my other property, I was working on a sustainable community, but that was a sham. Damn, cops are everywhere. I got another one behind me. The cops were out heavy today in Illinois. What time is it? It's already almost 6. The sun's in my eyes. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna title this now. I forgot, but that's just my rant for the day. I didn't really want to bitch too much. I just wanted to point out a couple things and talk about some random shizzle manizzle. But yeah, I still haven't heard back from that other company, so I'll give them a call next week, see what's up, go from there. Go home tonight, tomorrow, take care of my animals, check on my greenhouse, get a couple things done, maybe get the toilet running in the bathroom this weekend. Probably not. I don't think I'll have enough time. Probably next weekend. And go from there. So, alright. Probably talk to you next week. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy made a comment saying that Ben was awesome on one of my last videos. So if I do stick it out here, I'll probably drop Larry and go with Ben. Ben is real good about getting me loads back to back, you know. Larry waits till I'm unloaded. He waits till I'm empty to find me a load, which is cool. I ain't really got a problem with that. But then he bitches and I ain't got enough miles. It's like, well, dude, it's not my fault per se. You know, I'll run as hard as I have to, or as hard as I can. But you know, Ben runs me a little too tight, and Larry's a little too loose. You know, maybe if Larry would, you know, book me some loads back to back where I could, you know, get some more miles, then I'd have some more miles. But he don't do that. He waits till I'm empty to find me a load. Then he complains that there's not enough loads. It's like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, there's not a lot of freight right now, and da 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 da. I think that's just his excuse. Because Ben doesn't have any trouble finding me loads. He's like, bam, he's got me 3-4 loads lined up. Like, he's already got me a load for Monday, already lined up. He's like, go, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. You know? Now, if he wasn't made aware that I wanted 2 full days off, but he was made aware that I had my family reunion this weekend. So, but if he was my full-time dispatcher, then I would be like, look, I want 2 full days off every weekend. I'll make exceptions because I will need exceptions, you know. I'll need a weekday off every once in a while. If you give me a weekday off, I'll do a 34-hour reset, you know, for you. You know, I'm flexible. But, you know, I'm not going to bend over backwards for you if you're not going to bend over backwards for me. You know, you bend me over, then, you know, the wrong way, basically, we're going to have problems. So, I'll work with you as long as you're willing to work with me. But I need my 2 full days off. I got a farm. I got things I got to do. If you can't get me home during the week for my 2 days off, then you're going to have to give me 1 extra day off during, you know, during the week, once a month. So I can get my stuff done. Especially if you're taking extra days off all the time. Like last week and this week, you know. Practice what you preach, buddy. what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know? Don't tell me I can't do it, but yet you do it all the time. So, I got a problem with that. And it's not like I'm your child. You know? I understand if you're the boss, you got special privileges, you know? But you're not the boss. You're just another employee like me. You got the same rules as I do. And I got a contract. It's not really a contract, but I got it in writing saying I get my 2 full days off. So you have to honor that. Otherwise, I'd have never came here in the first place. And I will bounce if you don't comply. But, like I said, they've been nicer. Well, actually, not they, him. You know, he's been nicer to me lately. He hasn't accused me of stupid shit, like taking 4 days off when it was really only 2.5. And crap like that, you know.
Post office, 0.6 miles.
Yeah.
Next opportunity, 58 miles.
You know. He may have,
Speed limit reduced ahead.
you know, skipped out. And had Ben take over so that, you know, I wouldn't get my full 24 hours off again. You know, they might be doing some kind of trickery like that. I don't know.
Speed warning.
You know, maybe I'm reading into it. Trying not to. You know, it's kind of like you've been screwed over so many times, you automatically assume
Speed warning.
the next person's going to screw you over. And I try not to do that. But, you know, what really ticked me off was when he started accusing me of something I didn't do. And then it really did appear like he was trying to sabotage me on that last Friday. It's like, oh, you know I need off. You know I have an appointment at such and such time. I think it was noon, right? And I was delivering that morning. And who knows how long that delivery is going to take. And he's like, oh, can you go pick up this load before you go home? What? I can't go pick up that load before I go home. What's wrong with you? I got an appointment. I already told you that. Oh, wait. No. That was a different day. My bad. Okay, so, yeah, no, last Friday I wanted off to take care of business stuff, and I got almost all of it done. But he tried to sabotage me, wanted me to pick up a load before I go home. That delivered Monday, so I wouldn't have got my 2 days off. I'd have got a 34-hour reset, which I was bitching about. And then I wouldn't have made it home in time for my appointments. So he tried to fuck me again. And then he left that day. He was gone. He took that day off. But he tried to screw up me and my day off. That pissed me off again. Oh, motherfucker. I was pissed. You know. But hopefully that's all water under the bridge. That's what I'll call this. Water under the bridge. Hopefully it's all water under the bridge. And everything will be smooth from here on out. And I don't want to bounce. I like to stay here. Overall, I like the company. But if I'm going to keep having dispatcher problems, I'm out of here. You know? But then again, if this company calls me back and says they want to hire me, I'm gonna go, because you know they spent the money to pay for my drug test, and then went out of the way to do all that stuff. You know, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, never mind, I changed my mind. fuck that. You know, I already know I'll probably make more money there. I already know they're gonna give me the home time that I need and want, because they want me to work on the weekends, which is fine with me. You know, because I guess most drivers don't want to work on the weekends, but you know, I don't know, maybe they got wives at home. I ain't. I'm MGTOW. I'm not probably ever gonna get married again. I'm sologamy. I'm done. But what's going on up here? Looks like another farm tractor. That's what it is. So anyway,
After 1/2 mile, bear left.
bear left. Oh, it's on the other side of the road. Cool. Not my problem.
Bear left, US 54, Highway 54.
That's a little
Short
tight.
left,
Slow down a
Highway
little bit.
154, State Highway 154. Then,
That cop's still behind me. I hate it when the cop's behind you. It makes you nervous, even though you're not doing anything wrong. Anywho. So yeah. Now I lost my train of thought again. So. Oh yeah. So. Yeah, they give me the green light, I'm out of here, but, you know, I don't know. I'm sure they will. The only bad thing I have on my resume is I have a lot of jobs in my history. You know, I find a good one, I'll stay there. But you screw me over and I'm gone. You know, I'm nobody's bitch. So, you know, but like this, this is what I was talking about putting as my avatar or whatever. Where did it go? Here it is. Be careful how much you tolerate. You're teaching them how to treat you. Yeah, see, I tolerate too much. I'm too nice. I get people the shirt off my back, and then they want the rest of it. You know, it's like you give them an inch, and they want a mile. It's like, no. You know, I'll give you. You know, I don't know. To me, relationships are 50-50. You gotta meet each other halfway, whether it's business or personal. But they're not gonna meet you halfway. They don't give a damn about you. And you need to move on. You know? If they're selfish, greedy, self-centered, narcissistic, you're gonna have problems. You need to walk. You need to run, not walk. So that's all I got to say about that. Alright, good night. Or goodbye. I still got another so many miles I gotta go. I got 100 miles to go down the road. Alright, goodbye.